Hello, people of the internet. I'm the man with the plan. Welcome back to the Kilmac League. Um, we've got a very special week this week, as you might have guessed from yesterday. We've got managed to find someone to play all these games with me. So yeah, there was some certainly very funny results to spice things up. But yeah, anyway. Week 10, Greenway Astros at home to Barrington Mead, and Greenway Astros took the lead 1-0 to Christos Stoichkov, thanks to that ball down the wing. But Barrington Mead weren't long until they got back into the game with Dr. Avocado Man scoring that goal. It's a lovely shot, to be fair. Oh jeez, sorry, my leg is at me. It's like, what does that matter? But anyway, yeah, I might have to end the channel because of that. But anyway, yeah, so Dr. Avocado Man, good goal, to be fair. And then Greenway Astro trying to get forward, played a very bad pass there. It was really just kind of just all over the place. So he kept getting inside, and the shot then saved, but it's no good. And Lee White Tong with 2 minutes on the clock manages to score, and that is the only win this week, I believe, a home side had, because there was no more time left after that. So yeah, it's a huge win for Greenway Astros, but below to Barrington Meaden's title hopes. I mean, now we move on to Kill Disco and CF Dungarvan, probably the most entertaining game of the week. This was definitely the one where the most shenanigans took place. Can't really find any other word to describe it other than that. But yeah, anyway, that was a fairly rough challenge there from Dungarvan. You know, you definitely don't want to be making those kinds of challenges that early in the game. But anyway, yeah, it's just a warning. Don't know how that wasn't a card, but anyway, yeah, a very bad pass then played to Tommy Harty, and Tommy chips the goalkeeper. He scores 1-0 to the away side. Dungarvan are loving it. They really do need these wins, you know, but they can. It's still very early in the season. They can get back on track if they keep this going. And then another bad pass results in Dungarvan chance with Tommy Harty again tearing down the wing, but this time there's defence with him, and yeah, it doesn't go well. The tackle very poorly timed, and Tommy gets a penalty out of what otherwise might have been a missed chance. So yeah, anyway, we're seeing this happen now, and yeah, it's fairly brutal. Like, that is a penalty without a doubt. But yeah, anyway, with a chance to score here, Tommy Harty against MC Tyrone. He actually missed this, so yeah, it's a good save, like a brilliant save from MC Tyrone. But yeah, Tommy would be kicking himself, and he can't stop the ball going out for throw-in. So Dungarvan trying to get the ball back and trying to play it in again, but it's there's no time, it's half time. But anyway, yeah, Eusebio got booked. And then this was a fairly dreadful pass. Tommy Harty again capitalising on all these mistakes, and he drew another foul. This one, oh, that's the best one. I just love it so much. It's a straight red. You have to try really, really hard in this game to get a straight red card. That was bad. I think that is one of the chairs getting sent off for an absolutely brutal oh my god. But anyway, yeah, it was almost a perfect chance for Kill Disco, but Thomas Michalauskas manages to steady himself and get that. But yeah, it wasn't to be. It's another foul. For some reason they played the advantage. I don't know why. But yeah, they did. Instead of just straight awarding the penalty. Yeah, so that was the second red card. They didn't like that. But yeah, then another penalty, a late challenge on Tommy Harty. You might have missed it. But yeah, anyway, it's not a good day for Kill Disco. They've been fairly rough around the edges. So yeah, referee says absolutely taking none of this. It's a penalty. It is a penalty. Penalty all day long. Yeah, like he didn't even have the ball. That didn't even get a card. But yeah, Eusebio doesn't miss this one. He fairly buries it. And that's 2-0. So yeah, they've kind of shot themselves in the foot here, Kill Disco. Like, they really made life difficult. And yeah, they did actually get a goal back, to be fair to them. Like, they didn't just lie down and accept defeat, you know. So nice bit of work here, and Aminya Bumhole scores that goal to make it 2-1. But you know, obviously with 9 men and 2 minutes remaining, you're not going to do a lot. So yeah, the game finishes 2-1 to CF Dungarvan. A very good win. I hope all those injured players will be okay in time for the next game. Yeah, we're just waiting for the skin to finish here. Sorry, that highlight took a little bit longer than I expected. But anyway, now we move on to Kilmac Thomas AFC against Centra United. Now, sorry, I was looking forward to this game because it's two tightly challenging teams, obviously, and I do obviously look forward to all of those. But yeah, Paul Scholes getting forward in the first few minutes of the game, and he stops and he starts, and that's he's obviously been impeded there. Like, that's a fairly rough challenge there. Rough challenges were kind of the theme of this week. Like, you can't really expect to put in this amount of hefty challenges and not get at least some freeze against you, or in this case penalty, because like that's kind of rough. You can't really do that. But anyway, yeah, Louis Gallagher then hits it, and he missed it. So yeah, that's kind of a big oof. But yeah, Kilmac Thomas were determined to not let anything keep them down, and Patrick Morrissey broke in behind the defence, and he scored a goal to make it 1-0. So the home side up to their usual tricks, so it would seem. Centra United now with a mountain to climb, as any team does when Kilmac Thomas AFC score at home. So yeah, then Ravadas plays this, and it's a fairly brutal mistake, but yeah, it almost doesn't work. If Benito Mussolini was not there, it is very vigilant play by him, but if he was not there, that would not have been a goal. So yeah, with that much said, there was still the game going on, and Ravadas who had clearly learned from his previous mistakes not to go short with the ball, so Kilmac trying to go forward with it, and they did, it is a fairly good effort, but Centra just defended so well, and they managed to get a 1-1 draw. A very good result, most teams would say. But anyway, now we move on to Portlaoise United and Dominos Pizza Zimbabwe. Now Portlaoise looking to move on, and Dominos, just a perennial mid-table team. But yeah, anyway, mistake from Shannon Kenny results in the first goal, coming way too far off our line to allow Pengley in for the goal. So yeah, he's fairly happy about that. He's superdy duperty. And then another Shannon Kenny mistake results in the second goal. Like, to be fair, that's a nice finish. Shannon Kenny did not have a good game today. Probably the worst performance I've ever seen from an individual player. And then Shannon Kenny coming off her line for the third time, but to be fair, she actually does well on that one and saves the one-on-one opportunity. But yeah, the defence then lets her down, as Amy Power does there, and she is armed it, and it just walked into the net. So yeah, 3-0, Pengley with a hat-trick. He's happy, Dominos are happy, they get to improve their positioning. But yeah, aside from that, Portlaoise haven't really done much all game, and it's been a fairly dismal performance. That one could have gone in, we could have made it 4-0, but I don't know, I think the 3-0 win is a fair result. Anyway, Rathcormac Dynamos and St. Declan's Athletic. Rathcormac really looking like a surprise contender for the Kilmac League. Like, I didn't expect them to be doing as well as they're doing, but they are. But Mr. Sheehan was quick to dampen those hopes, as he scored for St. Declan's Athletic, a shock result for the away side if they were able to hold on to it. St. Declan's Athletic obviously not doing too well in the league, but that can all change with one result. As I said, it's still very early. But yeah, it's a poor given away, poor chance given away. And guess what? Another penalty. That is Mr. Stevenson there, and he's in trouble. They are not happy with him at all. The disciplinary committee knows his name all right. But yeah, Gemma trying to protest the innocence of her centre back, but to no avail. So it was Wicklow Monster against Gemma for this penalty, and I can't remember did it go in or not. He actually fairly buried it. Well done, Wicklow Monster. But anyway, yeah, he's fairly hammered that in. It's still 1-1 though. We have quite a way to go yet, but it's a goal at last. The printer getting that goal. Yeah, fair play. I mean, fair play. I can't really give out. That's a good game. That's a good goal. Like, that is a very good goal. I like the header. What can I say? But yeah, it's 2-1, and the game kind of held that way. St. Declan's Athletic created more chances. Like, that wasn't to say Rathcormac didn't create any chances, but it was definitely St. Declan's who were the better team in this game, and as such deserved the victory. So yeah, 2-1. It's a very important step forward for St. Declan's Athletic. They've been kind of seen as I suppose, poor man's team, but yeah, on that play they weren't. But so yeah, we move on, and we have TFR and AS Flahavans, a game I was really looking forward to. It didn't let down, no, though. It was a very close game, and it's an excellent passing move. Like, I will put this in goal of the season. It's an excellent passing move. Oh shit, I won't put it in goal of the season because it wasn't a goal of the season. Ah, damn it, that was heartbreaking. But anyway, yeah, a very good shot there and a very good save for Route 55. Flahevans did try to break forward, and poor defensive clearances meant that Keem O'Hearn was in, but he couldn't get it in, and Teresa Keem blasted it over. Very intense game, like on a knife's edge, really. But Teresa Keem did eventually get through, and this time it didn't finish. Just choosing to chip the ball, and it's, oh god, it's so poor. But yeah, with all these chances, you figure someone's going to score eventually. I can't remember if anyone did, but oh yeah, sorry, yeah, they did. Okay, so yeah, Keem O'Hearn scoring after 73 minutes with a fairly strong shot, as we said. But yeah, Flahevans didn't try to score again. I don't think they were able to. It's just a 1-0 win for them, but TFR will be very disappointed in front of their own home crowd that they couldn't produce a good result against the top side. They are slowly starting to settle into the mould of a mid-table team, I'm afraid. But anyway, at least they're not Atletico Sunflower Shop, who were at home to Kent this week, and Lark Kent, as we know, week 15 is his last week in the league, or week 14 is his last week, so these are the final 4 games. But yeah, Atletico just having a nightmare season to forget, and Gary Lineker scored very, very early on to set the tone for the day. But yeah, Gary Lineker with that, and then this happened. This was a bit of a shock, but John O'Maher with just an absolutely brutal challenge, and it's a straight red. Like, to be fair, I didn't think it was that bad. Referee obviously thought differently because Aidan Lunn was brought down there now, and you have to say, like, that could be targeting. Oh, that's Amy Lynn who was brought down. Yeah, so Amy Lynn brought down by John O'Maher, and that is, you have to say, I don't know, maybe the referee saw something I didn't. It's a very possible, and if you can hear the Hoover, I am very sorry, but there's not much I can do about this now. But yeah, they scored, and that's really that was really nice for me, because like those usually never result in goals. I like when those crosses from free kicks go in off someone's head, but it's nice to see. But yeah, very rare sight. And then this is a fairly good goal. I don't know how he got past his defender there, but yeah, somehow he did. Jelly Pizza, and he's made it 2-1. So like, to be fair, they probably deserve to be ahead with defending like that from the home side. And then this happened. It was a very good chance to go 3-1 up, but they just didn't take it. Like, there was a lot of chances. Eventually they did capitalise though, as this happened. And I just love that so much. I've never seen the goalkeeper kind of, do that, where he's trying to dive both ways, and in the end he ends up going the wrong way and he can't steady himself. But you get what I mean. But like, that is brilliant to see happen, because like, it just doesn't happen a lot. I play so many of these games, I get really excited over rare things. That nearly went in. That would have been hilarious if it did happen. But yeah, no, there was no further score in this game, despite the best efforts of both sides to add to Kent's score. Yeah, I mean, just very disappointing overall. Anyway, now we move on. Donhill Electrical Company and Accuracies United. Accuracies competing for the league, Donhill competing to stay up. Yeah, so once again, two very opposite tales. But yeah, it was the away side who struck first. Nick Fitz scoring. Always very excited to see him scoring, because he does his famous snack box stance. Yeah, then Matongo Babongo pretty much went around everyone, and I don't know why it was paused there, but yeah, it was, and it didn't stop him. 2-0. Matongo makes it, and yeah, you can tell that means a lot to him. He's happy out. So yeah, with Matongo satisfied. And the score 2-0, it was going to be fairly hard for Donhill to make a comeback in this game, and it got worse for them, I think, here. As they went with Hugi Bapa Spingy, and he just turns it inside. It's Bonyak, it's I don't know who that is, Mouse Man, just everyone trying to get a piece of the ball. And I don't know, did someone eventually score here? I haven't played this week, but yeah, anyway, calamitous defending there, and not a great shot, but yeah, 2-0. A very convincing win. Probably could have been more, but yeah, Accuracies are happy to get the win anyway. Now our final game of the week, Fire Station 3196 going up against Greenway Rovers. And I have to say I didn't really have high hopes for Fire Station at the start of the season. They've exceeded those even low expectations. But to be fair, that probably could have gone in. If that goes in, hey, maybe we're talking about a completely different story. But it didn't, and because of that, because of that, we're just talking about an absolute riot. Grau scored the first goal, and it's a nice chip to be fair, but you really have to do better for the goalkeeper there. You can't be that slow closing down your man. Then Kylian Mbappe getting down the wing, that's probably a detriment. You don't really want to let a player like Kylian Mbappe go down the wing. He is handy enough when he gets in those positions. And then Raul scored again. He's kind of making a habit of this. I don't really like it. Then that is Johnny Giles getting forward. He pretty much destroyed the entire team and got a goal of his own. It's 3-0. It's not looking good. It gets worse. Only marginally, but it does get worse. If you could see the 3 already, what's a fourth one? Kylian Mbappe then scores this. He doesn't actually. Sorry. I really need to watch these before I do the highlights. Yeah, I get things wrong all the time. I'm told that's one of the hidden charms of the Kilmac League. Anyway, this one definitely was a goal. Just kind of capped off the day for Fire Station. And anyway, that concludes what will probably be the most entertaining week in Kilmac League history. Just the amount of shenanigans that went on, the amount of scrappy goals, the amount of great goals, the amount of great play, and all that sort of thing. Really just kind of made the week. Anyway, Fire Station trying to get forward here and trying to score a goal. They're just not in the mood. So 4-0. Thanks for watching.